Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with the top 5 best PC hardware deals of the week. This week, not too many great deals, still was able to pull out some decent stuff. Definitely nothing too amazing, but still some pretty solid deals for those of you in the market for certain things. So without further ado, let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, we've got a motherboard, the ASUS Z170 Pro Gaming LJ1151 motherboard. This is a Z170 board fit for your Core i7s, i5s. A pretty nice motherboard aesthetically and with all the features it's got. It's $125, however, there is a $50 mail-in rebate. That is a really hefty mail-in rebate, and I know that's going to turn a lot of people away, but if you take advantage of that, $75 for this motherboard is quite good. The base price of $125 actually isn't that terrible. It's not like an amazing deal by any means. It's a standard $100+ board. But after that mail-in rebate, $75 for this motherboard is a ridiculously good deal. So if you take advantage of the mail-in rebate, if you have some patience, a great deal on this motherboard. It's got SATA 60 megabits per second, USB 3.1, 4 RAM slots up to DDR4 3400. You can go for a dual GPU setup. Just a really good motherboard for the price, especially if you take advantage of that hefty $50 mail-in rebate. Next up, number 4 is the Corsair CX550, a 550 watt 80+ bronze certified power supply. This is $50. But once again, a hefty rebate on this as well, a $20 mail-in rebate, not as bad as $50. That knocks it down to $30, which for a 550 watt power supply is a very good deal. This power supply has been cheaper before. I believe I've seen it as low as $25 after the mail-in rebate. $30 is still really good for a 550 watt power supply. If you're not going to take advantage of the mail-in rebate, $50 for a 550 watt power supply, that's still a fine deal. But again, just like the motherboard, the real benefit of this deal comes after you take advantage of the mail-in rebate, but still, for $50 for a 550 watt, that's not a bad deal. Just $30 for a 550 watt, yeah, that's a good deal. Next up, number 3, we've got a case, the Corsair Tempered Glass Crystal Series 460X. It's an RGB LED case. It's a steel ATX mid-tower case going for $130, but there's also a $15 mail-in rebate, knocking it down to $115. Now, this case definitely isn't for you budget end players, which I typically try to promote my content for, but I thought this case was really nice, and for those of you that want a really nice case, and some of you guys are in the market for that, $115 for this one is a pretty good deal. That's after the mail-in rebate once again. $130 for it isn't bad either. It is a mid-tower case, which for this price is but aesthetically and quality-wise, this is a top-tier case. And this is the kind of case where you show it off, your friends come over and they think you have like a robot in your room. Maybe not a robot, but you guys get the idea. It's just cool to show off this kind of stuff. As narcissistic as that might be, $130, it's expensive, but for this kind of a case, you're gonna be paying top dollar. Number 2, we've got a really nice monitor. The Acer G7 G277HL black 27-inch monitor is down to $140. Now, it is 1080p, and a lot of people are against 27-inch 1080p monitors. I've never been that way. I think 1080p looks fine on a 27-inch screen. Some people think at 27 inches you need to go 1440p. I'm not really in that camp. Regardless, that's a decision for you guys to make whether or not you want a 27-inch with 1080p or 1440p. As far as connections go, you've got a VGA port, a DVI port, and an HDMI port, so it's got everything. It's got a slim frame, and aesthetically, it looks really nice, not a large bezel. It's got a 4 millisecond response time, which is fine, so a pretty good deal for a 27-inch monitor. If you wanted to get a 1440p variant of a 27-inch monitor, it's going to be a lot more expensive. So yeah, 1080p, not bad for $140. Finally, number 1, the lone GPU on this list, wanted to give a mention to the EVGA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti. It's $135, and there's a $10 off mail-in rebate, knocking it down to $125, and if you pick this up right now, you will get a free copy of Rocket League, which is a very nice bonus. Rocket League is a game that a lot of people are playing. It goes for around 20 bucks, and it doesn't go on sale all that often, and even if it does, it only goes down to like 15 or at the lowest like 13 bucks. So if you factor that in, you're ending up getting the GPU for like $110, and for a 1050 Ti for that price, that's pretty good. It is a 4GB GPU, perfect for 1080p gaming. Nothing higher than that, and even at 1080p, it is going to struggle on some of the higher end games, but for the most part, games like Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Resident Evil 7, they're going to be able to be ran on this GPU, maybe not completely maxed out at 60 FPS, but you're going to get a really good experience for the price that you're paying, and Rocket League obviously is going to perform tremendously on this GPU. So that's going to wrap up top 5 PC hardware deals of the week. As always, thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys pick any of these deals up, and if you have a request for a future video, by all means, leave it down below in the description box, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.